Well, pro days are underway right now. We're almost through this draft process, Phil, and let's look back at the NFL Combine. And you were there, of course, for how many years has it been now?
24 years.
24 years.
24 of the last 25.
That's a pretty good little streak. Let's talk about the offensive players. Who really stood out? Who was the star of the Combine in your eyes?
Well, from our standpoint, the Reese's Senior Bowl, clearly Josh Allen. I mean, the Combine was an event structured and made for his skill set. 6'5", 237 pounds. I mean, he ripped the ball in his workout. He ran in the 4.7. So I thought, in terms of the overall draft and probably the player that will go the highest from our game, Josh Allen was the star of the Combine for us.
Out of our prospects there, who kind of really is on the rise after here and then the Combine?
Well, I think since game day Saturday of the Reese's Senior Bowl, DJ Chark from LSU. I mean, he ran 4.32 at the Combine, looked exceptionally smooth in the workout, and of course that followed up the 5 catches, the 160 yards and a touchdown in our game, so he's definitely a prospect on the rise.
How about a player there that did well and maybe he's kind of under the radar, a little sleeper that you maybe put on a little side note?
I think Colby Gossett, the guard from Appalachian State, you know, his arm length 33 7/8, so he's got 34-inch arms. He bench pressed 32 times. He ran sub 5.2. And he played well in the game here. He followed up with a solid workout at the Combine. So I think he's a guy that is just floating under the radar. You know, only the true scouts know about Colby Gossett, but I bet he goes into the league and ends up being a starter one day.
How about a small school prospect who was here, who delivered in Indy?
Well, I thought from an offensive standpoint, staying on the offensive line, Alex Kappa from Humboldt State. I mean, he's a virtual unknown during the fall and came to the Reese's Senior Bowl, held his own in terms of some of those one-on-one battles, and then at the Combine, he measured it almost 6'6". He's 305 pounds. He's got some position flexibility. Probably will start out as a tackle, but I bet he ends up as a guard. But he's a small school prospect who's going to make it in the National Football League.